I have a theory that the more you detach, the more you attract. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Rochelle Fox. If you're new here, this is the Mindspo podcast, and you are listening to my I Have a Theory series. This is where I am uploading 31 theories throughout the whole of January 2026. So you have 31 episodes to binge if you have just tuned in. I hope you enjoy these episodes and enjoy these chats. They are all on a variety of different topics. But one topic that I wanted to dive into today specifically with this theory is dating, relationships, masculine and feminine energetics. Whew, I am seeing this very big kind of change in the dating scene and the dating world, where there are so many women feeling like they need to be in pursuit of a man, where they're chasing a man and they're worrying about a man and they're putting all their attention and energy into like wondering if he's going to text back, if he likes me, if he doesn't like me, should I message him first? Like, whoa, what is going on here? I feel like there has been such a shift in the dating world over the years. Men used to be so much more in pursuit of women, and women used to be so much more attracting of man. They used to be more chill, more open, more receptive to, I would say, men coming up and trying to pursue them. Now, I think there's many cultural things that have happened over the years that has created this shift in the energy. And I do want to address that, because if I dive into this topic and I don't address the cultural collective shifts, I feel like I'm glossing over something that is very present in the time-space reality we are in. I want to acknowledge that I think a lot of men are more nervous about coming up to women and pursuing women than they used to be, say, even 10 years ago. There have been so many things that have happened in our collective consciousness that have created a lot of change when it comes to men and women. Most of it has been incredibly positive. We're living in a time-space reality where women have so much more power, so much more voice, so much more agency. And I think that is very much needed. However, in those changes that are very positive, I do feel like everything has a counter swing. Everything has a light and a shadow side. Those positive changes that have happened where women are going out there, they're chasing their dreams, they're getting the opportunities that they want, they're getting better pay, and things are progressing. It has also created a bit of confusion and a bit of an energetic, let's say, misalignment when it comes to dating. And this is because I feel like men in general aren't used to women being in their power as much as they are these days. And that's a new thing, I think, for the male consciousness to really understand, that women are not as maybe submissive as they used to be. They're a lot more empowered. They're a lot stronger. They're a lot more clearer. They have goals and dreams and aspirations of their own. And guess what? They're going to go get it. And I think that for a lot of men that were raised with fathers or grandfathers that didn't have women that were the kind of women that we are in this day and age, they kind of haven't been, I don't want to use the word deal, because I don't think a man should ever deal with a woman, but that was the first word that came to my head. I want to use the word, I don't think a man was ever nurtured or taught or given the time, space, or example to hold the space for the energy that they are experiencing in the women that they are pursuing today. And I think it's all about holding energy at the end of the day. Dating, love, sex, masculine, feminine, it is all energy. And I do want to acknowledge here that everyone, masculine and feminine, that's within all of us. As a man, you have masculine and feminine energies. As a woman, you have masculine and feminine energies. But more often than not, men have more masculine energy, females have more feminine energy. That's generally how it goes. And it's really interesting for me to kind of watch this as a manifestation teacher from the outside looking in, because I do feel like I have a little bit of a public service responsibility, community responsibility, to really educate any woman listening to this that I am someone that will always tell you to go for your dreams, to run after whatever it is that you are looking to create in your life, and to, in some ways, do the things that you want to make happen. And I think there has to be some element of a pursuit when we are going after our dreams. Yes, I don't think that you should be chasing things, but I do think you should be focused on them. You should be drawing your energy towards them. You should be, open to them. And there are some ways that, require you really kind of going for it in a way that can feel a little bit more masculine. I do feel like creating certain dreams in the 3D reality comes with a little bit more of a masculine energy than a feminine energy. And as women are wanting more things that men used to just generally hold and kind of be the custodians and the keepers of, it requires women sometimes to be a little bit more in their masculine and play that masculine game. And that's a great thing. But wow, we need to stop playing the masculine game when it comes to dating. I truly believe that you should never chase a man. And look, there are exceptions to every rule, and I'll be the first person to say this, but you will never find me chasing a man. If I was single today and I wasn't in my relationship, I am not chasing anyone. And I want to tell you why. When you chase a man, you are essentially pursuing someone that energetically really you want to be pursuing you. And the reason for that is I really do believe that if you're looking for a life partner, if you're looking for a man to be with for the long term, to create a future with, you want to be with a man who wants to pursue his dreams. You want to be with a man that's focused, that has conviction, that has discipline, that really is someone that is going for it in life, that has a purpose. I truly do believe that men are at their best and they feel their best when they have a purpose, when they are providing, when they are in a space of doing things that they are passionate about, they are serving people and they're going out there with a mission and they have something to focus on. That to me is when I have really seen examples of healthy men. And I don't mean that they're doing this from like a lack place where they're like, oh my God, I have to provide or I'm nothing. No, I just mean that they're really enjoying that providing. They're enjoying helping. I know my dad, for example, my dad is the happiest when he's helping people do things, when he is solving problems and figuring things out, when he is being useful. And that's what he loves doing. And I think most, I would say like 99% of the men that I know in my reality, which I think are all very healthy examples of men, I'm so lucky to be surrounded with healthy examples of men in my life. That's one thing I have very much manifested throughout my whole entire life. I had so many instances of horrible types of men in my childhood. And now I have been just blessed with the most beautiful men in my life. And I love all the men in my life. I'm the first person to tell you I'm a man lover. I'm so supportive of men. And the men that I have in my life, they all love fixing things. They all love providing. They all love serving. They all love helping. They all love going for their goals, going for their dreams, having a mission. They all love building things. And that is when I see that they're healthiest, they're strongest, they're most aligned, when they're in that masculine power. And the men that I know that are healthy examples of men that are going out there, pursuing their dreams, getting their dreams, and then feeling like they conquered their dreams. If you took the concept of conquering away from them, if you took the pursuit away from them, if you took the chase away from them, if you took the problem solving away from them, and you just gave them the thing that they wanted, most of them would be pretty miserable. And they would feel like they need to go and pursue something else. They would go and continue chasing somewhere or something else because they would feel like they didn't get what they actually wanted because they weren't the one that achieved the thing. The men that I know that are healthy examples of masculine power, like they actually want to be the ones that solve the problem. They want to be the ones that win it. They want to be in competition. They want to be in power and they want to feel this sense of like, yeah, I got the thing. I did the thing. I achieved the thing. And then if a woman is chasing a man, she then takes on that energy and she takes away that chase, that power, that pursuing, that energetic, beautiful unfolding that I feel is so healthy for a man. And she instead hands herself on a silver platter to a man. And I think that when you do this, you end up basically with people that probably maybe didn't want to be with you in the first place. Because here's the thing that I know. If a man wants something, he's going to go out there and get it. And I really want you to understand this. I want you to hear this loud and clear. If a man wants something, he is going to go out there and get it. This is what I know healthy men do. Healthy men that are in the pursuit of the things that they love and the pursuit of their dreams, they will go out there and make those things happen. So if he's not making you happen, if he's not pursuing you, then you're not his dream girl. And that's so hard to hear. And I hate saying that because it's probably not what you want to hear. But I'm not here to stroke your ego and tell you the things that you want to hear. I'm here to help you progress and become the best version of you. And the best version of you, babe, if you're a girl listening to this and you're going after a man in this time-space reality, do not chase him. Because if you are chasing him, the energetics are wrong And if you are chasing him and he's not chasing you, then you are not his dream girl. You are not his dream girl. He is in the pursuit of something else, or it's just not the right time for him. And I think women hate when they hear that men say it's not the right time, but I have a lot of male friends, more male friends than I have female friends sometimes. Like throughout my life, I've always been really close to men, and you might be like, ooh, she's not a girl's girl, and that might send red flags up your ears or whatever. I want to give you some context for that. I was raised by a guy. My dad had custody of me from the age of 6. I kind of grew up with a very, I think, insider understanding of the male consciousness, because I was raised by a single dad, and I don't know many women that were raised by single dads. And then I went to an all-girls school, and when I was at that all-girls school, I found out very fast that the way my brain worked was quite different to the way a lot of the girls' brains worked, because most women are raised by their mums and are taught all these fundamental things from their mothers, where I was taught a lot of things from the foundations of a male consciousness. So I really deeply understand men, and I've been able to have many platonic friendships with a lot of guys. I have loads of platonic male friends that are friends with my partner Soul, and we're friends with them together. And then I have guys that I'm friends with separately outside of Soul, and I have the most beautiful, healthy relationship with so many men out there. And the thing that I've learned about men over the years is they have a timeline for relationships. And it's kind of crazy, because I think women really understand this from the idea of a biological clock. I feel like there's a lot of women that I speak to that have a very, very clear like alarm that goes off in their body where it's like, I want babies and I want them now. I am ready. I am ready to be in that like chapter of my life. So women really do understand this idea of a biological clock where we have this family kind of switch on. But men also have this for relationships. And for a lot of men, men are only really looking for certain relationships, and not all of them, but there are a lot of men, especially in this generation, that are really in the pursuit of something, setting themselves up, providing something, creating a business, doing something, getting a project off the ground, and they're not looking for a relationship while they're doing that. So you might meet, and I've seen this so many times, you might meet the perfect guy on paper, off paper. Like he is such a vibe. Seems like he's getting himself set up. He's got all the things that you're looking for. And you're like, wow, like I really want to be with this guy. And maybe he's not chasing you. And you're like, why isn't he chasing me? Like, why isn't he pursuing me? The chemistry is right. The sex is great. Like everything is just tick, 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 tick. And I'm here to tell you that it might not be because you're not the right girl. You might be the perfect girl for this guy, and he might know that. But in his heart of hearts, he's like, no, this isn't the right time. This is not the time that I'm ready to commit, to provide, to really give everything that I want to this girl. And I know that women hate hearing that. And I hear so many times where people roll their eyes when they hear men say, it's not you, it's just the timing, it's not this. But it's kind of just like when women had that, alarm clock for having children. Like you understand that as a woman that happens. And we've heard from so many women that having that experience. Well, men had the same thing, but when it comes to serious relationships, they have a clock. And I feel this is so, so true, especially for engagements. I've seen this so many times where, a man just gets with a chick and then all of a sudden they're engaged. And it's because like it was his time. He was ready for that. He was in the chapter where he was looking for that, and he was open to that at that point in time. And then the right girl came along in that timeline, and it all falls into place. But I really want you to just take my advice to heart from today forward, like no more chasing. Because here's the thing, you really want a man that is chasing you. And if someone isn't ready to pour into you the way that you really want them to pour into you, if you are in the pursuit of chasing a guy, it probably means that you're really ready for a relationship. You're really ready for that next step. And if a man is ready for partnership in the way that you're ready for partnership, he will pursue you, because you will be his dream. You will be the thing that he also wants. And you want to be with someone who wants the same things as you. You want to have that alignment, right? Otherwise, you are literally trying to latch onto someone with like a fishing hook while they're trying to swim away and they're not fully there. And then the whole entire relationship, he's going to be in this avoided path where he is always not really there physically, emotionally, spiritually, however it is, he is elusive. And then you're going to keep pursuing and keep feeling that anxious attachment where you're going to keep trying to hook him, and he's going to keep pulling further and further away. And then what happens when this occurs is it just creates more wounding inside of you. It creates more evidence inside of your nervous system that relationships are not safe, that all men are like this. And here's the thing, all men are not like this. No, they're not. But the ones that you chase, oh yeah, these are the ones that you're going to have all these attachment issues with, especially because it did not start off in the right energetic alignment. It did not start off with him chasing you, with him pursuing you, with him choosing you. So the secret, I would say, when it comes to relationships in this day and age is detach. Like, detach, even if you're super, super interested in him. And this doesn't mean playing games. This does not mean being aloof and being like all coy and weird and not getting back to his messages. No, like this means just like being there, but not being in the pursuit of him. Like, just, if he writes to you, you write back to him. If he invites you on a date, and a date is a dinner with a time and place, with like instructions, and he's picking you up, it is not like, let's go get a walk in the park. No, babe, not a date. We're not doing walks in the park as a date. Where if a man is pursuing you, he will take you on a date. If he's wanting to take you to the park, it's like, we're doing a picnic, or I want to show you my sunset spot. It's something cute. It's not like just a general coffee walk and talk. Maybe that could be like a third or fourth date, but like the first few dates, no, you want him to show you that he's in the pursuit of you. You want him to show you that he's really interested in spending time with you and getting to know you, and you're not just someone that he's experimenting with. And I think that, for women, we need to understand that in this day and age, less men are chasing, right, than they used to. I just feel like, from the outside looking in, I feel like a lot of women are in this energy of pursuing things. And this is where we're at in our, I guess, evolution, where we are ready to pursue things. We're ready to go out there and get the job. We are rising up in our careers. We are using a little bit more of that masculine energy that we have within us. But we can't apply that to dating, because it just skews everything. And then it ends up in this situation where everyone just feels flaky, where nothing really feels right. And then women just constantly feel like they're the ones chasing. So this is my theory. The more you detach from him, the more you will attract. The less you chase, the more you will attract. Men love a chase. They love going after things. And I think the men that you want to be with, the dream man. And look, don't take this advice if this is just some guy that you want to have some fling with. If you're just looking for some fling with some dude and it's not serious, and he's like, you're not looking for the one, yeah, go chase whoever you want to chase, because you're not actually looking for the level of, I guess, standard that I would hope you are looking for your long-term partnership. But if you're really looking for the one, oh my gosh, the more you detach, the more you attract. The less you chase, the higher quality of man you are going to attract into your life, because you really want a man that's going to pursue you. You want a man that is going to go for his dreams. And if you are his dream girl, then he will go for you. He will make it happen. This is how I believe the best love stories have always unfolded. The best romantic partnerships that I see in my life all come from men that pursued and chased a woman. It was never the woman chasing the man. And the relationships that I've seen have gone topsy-turvy have always been this kind of desperate pursuit of him, and this yearning and this needing. It's like, no, you don't need a man. You would like to have a man. It's great to have a man, but you don't need him. And I do think, don't get me wrong here, I do think we need men. I'm really someone that this society would not work without men. I'm not someone that thinks we should all live in like some kind of woman utopia. I don't think men are the problem and the core issue of everything. I think that there are things on both sides, but you need to not be needing him. You need to be desiring him, and then he needs to be desiring and wanting and pursuing you. And that's when the sparks will fly. I hope you enjoyed this one. By the way, if you notice that the audio got like better right at the end, oh my gosh, I didn't have my mic like properly aligned for half of this episode, which is so annoying because I was on such a roll. I thought maybe I'll record the whole thing again, but I was like, no, I had some moments there that just felt so good. So this is what my podcast normally sounds like if you're new. Much better audio than what you heard in the beginning. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I am going to be talking a lot more about love, relationships, dating. I've been in a relationship for 15 years. I have been helping women now for over a decade. I have so much experience in this area. And sometimes I feel like when I go out there looking for love and relationship advice, I'm not finding it from people that have been in long-term relationships that really understand long-term partnerships. So I want to put my voice in the mix in this subject. So if you enjoy this episode, please let me know. If you are watching on YouTube, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Spotify, leave a comment. Or if you haven't already, this is your sign to go and rate the Mindspo podcast. It would mean the world to me if you left a rating of 5 stars, if you believe I'm deserving of it. I always just love hearing your feedback. If you like episodes like this, be sure to let me know on Instagram. I'm at Rochelle_Fox. I just love hearing your interaction on these different topics. This series in particular, I am riffing on so many different topics, and I want to know, like, what did you like hearing? And I only know that when you reach out to me, when I hear your reviews, when I see your story shares. So don't be shy, make some noise, get involved, because it helps me align with what you are liking. I'm sending you so much love. Do not chase, my ladies. Go out there and attract, detach, and he will be in pursuit of you. Trust me. Really, really trust me on this one. All right. As I always say, the best is yet to come for you. And I believe the best relationships are yet to come for you, because if you are ready to surrender and detach, he will come and find you. He will pursue you. And as I always say, you create your own reality. So go out there and make some magic.